What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. Take a hike, Jim, right here. It's your boy, you know. And we're getting everything rocking and rolling. We got on here a few minutes late, right? A few minutes late. Sorry about that. We was having a couple technical difficulties. And we had a visit, so we wanted to make sure we wasn't being rude to our visit. And at the same time, you know, make sure that we are able to get this live all knocked out and taken care of, right? With difficulties. And we had a visit. So we wanted to make sure we wasn't being rude to our visit. Boom. Let me mute that up there. We are good to go now, right? We are good to go. So welcome out right now to Take a Hike with Jim. We got everything set up now. This is Friday. Of course, we got some instant cup of double java tonight. We ran out of regular double java, so we got some Folgers instant cup of double java. We're going to find out. I haven't had instant coffee in like years, so we're going to find out exactly how nasty this is going to taste. This is a good field test, right? Because this is what we're going to have on the field, either Folgers or something like it. So let's see how nasty this really is. Let's see. I'll be honest. I can't even taste the coffee, really. It just tastes like hot dog flavored water. I'm not just joking. If you know, you know, right? All right, so let's get into tonight, right? Let's get into tonight. Let me get over here. I got one more thing I need for us to do. As we're getting this set up, we are going to dive right in to conversation and stuff tonight, right? Content. Why do I have another I just don't understand. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't understand what that is still there for. Anyway, we'll see. Sorry about that. I was looking at something totally unrelated. But we will get into that and see where we're at in just a moment. Alrighty then. Actually, I want to go ahead and see where we at now. We got a few minutes. Let's see what they're saying. That was the old one. It should have been whatever. I don't know. So, for those of you who don't know, sorry about that. For those of you that don't know, I've been having a big major issue with YouTube and GoFundMe, so I took the GoFundMe off. But for some reason or another, YouTube keeps flagging a GoFundMe, even though it's not in the description, it's not there, whatever, it's gone. So, I don't know what their thing is. I've got emails out to them. They've said that really there ain't nothing they can do on their end. They just got to keep striking it down or whatever, but it gave me yet another warning. So I don't know. So I'll have to contact them yet again tomorrow. So anyway, welcome back to the channel where we're going to deal with your comments today and different things right here on, we're going to deal with your comments and different things right here on Appreciation Night, right? Appreciation Night. And go from there. So we've had quite a few this week. Probably have to go in and do this the old-fashioned way. Don't want to do it that way, but probably will have to. We'll see. So I wanted. There was a couple that I really wanted to get into today because there was. I was just like the information was so helpful that it wasn't even funny. So let's try to do it this way. As y'all know, on I got this screen, but I got two other screens I watch as well. So I apologize for that. View my channel. Don't gotta worry about that. Let's go to videos. And let's see. I think it was on this one. Let's hit pause right there. Actually, we do it this way. I do apologize for quietness. I'm trying to find the one comment to go to. Here we go. I got it. So now that we have that, right, and click back over here. Now that we have it, so sorry we've been quiet. So appreciation night. We like to review comments and different things to see if we have anything in there that's beneficial to us, what can we learn, what we can use. And I learn a lot from each of my subscribers that's out there. And I like to push on the comments because a lot of times I have found that everybody does not come on here and watch and does not read everybody else's comments and different things like that. And there's some good information on it. So one of the comments we're going to get into tonight is from One Adventure 831, subscriber and user One Adventure 831. All right. So One Adventure writes, "My friend, I've started following you, watching all your videos and posts. I also read all comments. Like I said, not everybody does that. We should. I was on the 18, and 24. Says you are on the right path, preparing for your through hike, but in all capital letters. I see some problems, just want to point them out. Sincerely hoping that it helps you reach your goal of a successful hike." So right off the bat, I know as I'm reading this comment, this subscriber is trying to be very respectful of not only my views, everybody else's views, but they have done a through hike, so or was at least on the 18, 23, 24. So they just want to give us some advice. And so I'm not going to be like, you know, whatever, kind of blow it off. I really dig into it. Now, it says, depending on your speed, you'll be in town about every 4 to 6 days, which is about average. We talked about that when we was talking about the financial budget in the almighty black and white book, that we would be about in town about every 4 to 6 days. An base weight of 20 pounds is okay, but when you add 8 to 12 pounds of food, plus 2 to 4 pounds of water, that puts an average weight of about 32 pounds. So let's talk about where I'm at right now, okay? Hello, Central Michigan. Or is that Michigan? MN? Minnesota? I don't know. Minnesota? Michigan? MN? Anyway, hello, and welcome to the channel, right? Sorry, I'm just a good old boy from West Virginia that failed geography, right? I know there's states on a map and they're colorful. I know that. I just don't know all the abbreviations. I should, but I don't. I'm not as smart as a 5th grader. But anyhow, I'd say that. Welcome out to the channel. I appreciate you. Anyway, it's saying that. Let's dig into this. So at this time, when this person put this post out there, right? When this person put this post out there, we at that time was at about 21, 22 pounds, something like that, as far as overall gear weight. So because of this person, they suggest that we go back, we try to cut weight. They was real respectful. They gave us some advice. Minnesota, there we go. Sorry, Minnesota, home of the Vikings and the former NCAA champion, wrestling champion, Brock Lesnar. Sorry. All right. Bad Paul Heyman impersonation, but if you know, you know, right? Anyway, so in saying that, we know all about some Minnesota. Anyway, so in saying that, right, I just like to have fun here. I'm so sorry. So this person had some very good advice for us. So we took that advice and we started cutting down some gear. Now, if you haven't done so already, we ask that you please hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. If you like the channel and the content, go from there. At any given time you'd like to make a donation, look in the description. We have a Venmo and a PayPal. Let's move on. So in saying that, we took some of the advice, and I want to get into some of that advice and different things we did and some things I haven't done, and I want to reveal my new weight to you as of Lisa and Phil's donation, right? So we'll get into that, right? So let me see what we got here. Depending on your speed, being in town every 4 to 6 days, your base weight of 20 pounds is okay, but you'll need 8 to 12 pounds food plus 2 to 4 pounds of water. Puts about 32 pounds, which is where we thought we was going to be, right? Going into town is always downhill. People don't realize this. Going into town, you're coming off the mountains, you're coming off the ridges, you're coming off of whatever. But there's an old saying, "Hey man, how you doing?" Man, appreciate that. I appreciate that you're following the hike. I appreciate that you're excited about it. And I'm glad, man, glad that you love today's video, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. What goes down, my friend here, one was telling us in the comments on appreciation night, has to come up. So when you're coming down to resupply into towns, you're going to have to walk your happy rear right back up out of that town, right? So if you're carrying 12 more pounds or so than what you had when you came into town, it's going to be a struggle coming out of town, because some of those inclines are very steep, and for not just like a few hundred feet or whatever, for miles. Like you're at an incline for miles, right? For your elevation gains. So that's what they were saying. So that's why they're giving us the heads up about our weight. One adventure puts, do whatever it takes to get your base weight sub 15 pounds. That 5 pounds will make or break you. Okay? 5 pounds does not sound like an extra lot until you have all that extra weight and you put that extra 5 pounds and you're on out there. Now, in saying that, I was used to my pack as we're training. I've been used to my pack. Get a sip of double jawbone here. I was used to my pack, already being 21, 22, fits real comfortable on me. I put water in each side. I was carrying food as well. The only thing I didn't have was the food, so I was getting it as close as I could. I was still being comfortable. Love the way my pack fits. For those that don't know, I have the Osprey Atmos LT50. Wished I had the LT55, but that's okay. We got the 50. That's what we're rolling with, and that's what we're taking on trail. We was looking at switching out, but we're only dropping 2 pounds, and we do. And we love our pack so much, we're just keeping our pack, right? So in saying that, I was hiking with as close amount of weight as I could, but that extra 5 pounds does add up. Let's continue to read. I keep jumping back and forth between each screen, so I will get to your comment. If you post a comment and I haven't read it yet, I will jump over to it when I get a chance. Don't think that I haven't, right? He says, trail runners will not support your feet over 28 pounds, and boots are necessary for your current pack weight, and they will really wear you down. So this is what you understand. Your shoes are only rated for so many miles. You're only rated for a certain amount of weight, just like every other piece of gear. This is what I ran into where I have a problem. This is where I'm at as far as one of my other pieces of gear. One of my other pieces of gear that I'm working on currently getting changed, and whether donations or whatever the case may be, but one of the pieces of gear I'm getting changed is my sleeping pad. Now I have the Nemo extreme conditions, like R value, like rated 8.9 whatever mat. It's a phenomenal mat. But I did not do my research to figure out what the weight limit would be on an air mattress. Didn't think I would have to. Didn't think that was an issue, right? But when you look at this big belly, I have a big belly, right? I'm a big guy. I like to eat. It's just the way it is. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm hiking just about every day. I'm starting to drop a few pounds here and there, but I'm still a big boy. So sleeping on the mat, because of injuries due to the military, my back and my hips and my knees, and jumping out of a helicopter seemed like a great thing to do, right? But if you know, you know. So with all those injuries and stuff from the past, I'm having a hard time sleeping on that mat. So I'm in the process of saving up and trying to get me a Thermarest mat, 4.6 inches thick. It's blaze orange. It's an awesome mat, and it's for big people, right? I've watched videos where big and tall people sleep on it. But I had no idea that all gear had weight limit ratings, including your shoes. I had no freaking idea. I've never taken that into accountability. So when you are buying a pair of hiking boots or hiking shoes, you need to not only know the mile rating, how many miles is that shoe or boot going to last on trail? Dixie, I don't know if y'all watch Dixie or not, Homemade Wanderlust or whatever, but Dixie, she talk over her videos. Most shoes, boots, you get 300-400 miles out of them, and if you push them, she has pushed them, she said about 500-600 miles, but anything over that, they tend to really start bothering the arch supports and all that things, even though they've got holes and tears and all that stuff in them, and they need changed out. So if you do the math and you got to change out shoes or boots every 300 to 400 miles, and you're doing 2,200 miles, that's you're gonna be and at $175 a pop, I'm trying to get as close to 500 miles as possible as I can, right? But I tried trail runners for my backpacking, but I like the traction and support of boots. They feel better on my feet, and I don't feel every twig and rock. I went back to boots. So my issue with my boots that I had, it maybe it was just the wrong pair of boots for me. I always got blisters, no matter what I did. How you pronounce it? Inuit, whatever, the toe socks. Everybody knows them. I had those toe socks. I was wearing wool socks. I had my shoes fitted right. I was doing all that stuff. I was doing everything that you needed to do, and no matter what I did, even on short day hikes, small hikes, I was getting massive hot spots and blisters. I didn't even know of trail runners at that time, right? And then one of the trail runners, I saw somebody wearing them on one of the through hikes, and they was talking about them as Speedgo 5s. And so, boom, we made a trip to Damascus, Virginia, got a pair of Speedgo 5s, never had blisters again. Never looked back when it comes to trail runners. Now, they don't work for everybody. I don't know how they're going to work for me in the cold and in the winter and in the snow. In the snow here, they've worked out pretty fine, but I ain't been in no deep snow, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes. But getting back to the point, I didn't know that even your shoes had a weight. I didn't know that even, my mouse just fell, give me just 1 second. I didn't even know that I didn't even know that your shoes had a weight limit, that your gear pretty much the majority of your gear is going to have a weight limit, right? I had no idea. I never thought of it, like I said, like I thought of it that way. And, oh great, so everything just went away because I clicked the wrong freaking button. Y'all guys are still here, so let me get back over here and get loaded back on. But I never thought about it. I never thought about it, right? It was just something that never occurred to me. And so when this person said that and put that in my message, I was like, oh my God. And I looked into it and I was like, that's very much accurate. I need to continue to lose weight, or I look at getting a different pair of shoes, or going back to boots. Like I said, you went back to boots. So the possibility of going back to boots, I could do that, right? And then I was like, nah, I just for me, it's the blisters, right? It's the blisters for me. And it's not, that's maybe not be the case with everybody. That was just my experience. So let's go on. Don't pack your fears or redundancies. There will always be people around you to be able to help you if you need something. That's something that I feel like that we're going to do a Tuesday night live on, perhaps, is packing your fears. And right now, in case you don't know, you're new to the channel, different things. Over on our comment section, we have a poll running. We don't have the 500 people on subscribers on YouTube to run a traditional poll or run a regular poll in the sense that YouTube runs it. So what do? We put on there what our 4 questions are, and you can put in the comments 1, 2, 3, or 4 to cast your vote. The vote runs from now through Monday, and whatever number you choose as viewers and as subscribers out there, that's the topic we talk about on Tuesday nights on our live. So that's over on the community section in the comments here. You just have to scroll through and find it. We have votes already deadlocked. We have 1 vote for one vote for another, so we're there. So what we put up here, on the plus side, your trail runs will dry faster in snow and than the wet boots would. So like I said, that's something I was wondering, I was worried about if that's the case, if that would do that. But go back to where I was at. Redundancies, packing your fears and redundancies is where I was at. This, I got to feel it'll be a Tuesday night conversation, because I feel that all of us do that until we get a little bit more experience. And even then, I think that sometimes experienced people do it when they get complacent. Is that safe to say? Complacency? When they get complacent? I don't know. So, but I honestly feel like that we all pack our fears, whether it be you're afraid of cold, or you're afraid of hunger, afraid of going thirsty, which is going to bring me to another question here in a minute. For my friend that watches our channels and watches all of our things, I'm going to ask Mr. 1 here a question, or Mrs. 1, or ask them a question. to see if I'm right where I'm at. There will always be people around you to be able to help you if you need anything. My gear was a 2-pound pack stove and a lighter. So my stove, the lighter, a little bit is whatever. I have a viewer on Facebook that is also a local friend who has walked the Appalachian Trail. We're in the process of switching out my stove because he turned me on to a much lighter stove than I have. A 30-degree quilt. The 30-degree quilt, I didn't have the 30-degree quilt. What I do have is a double system. And I didn't know until Sparky had told me that we can double those up. I had no idea you can do so. So what I have is a 20-degree, I pronounce this wrong, Fortune, whatever, sleeper bag. I can never pronounce it right. I just can't get it right. I just never can. So got that, and then I also, because I didn't really know if that was going to be good enough, I went ahead and bought me a 10-degree quilt as well. And I really loved the quilt and everything, and it was extremely lightweight, more lightweight than a sleeping bag. So it's like I'm leaving a sleeping bag at home. And then I got to thinking, and people's comment about how cold it was and different things, and pack liners and all this stuff. So I was like, screw it. I got to look at the weight of the quilt. It's about the weight of a pack liner. It's more feasible. So I was like, can I put the pack liner, or can I put the quilt inside the sleeping bag? Turns out you can. So boom, that's what we're going with. So my system's a little bit different, but that's what I have. Inflatable pad. So inflatable pad, like I said, I have the Nemo Extreme Conditions. The Tensor Extreme Conditions, awesome pad. Not thick enough for big boy. It is weight rated, and I am way overweight for its rating. So I have to go with a different pad, and that's what I'm currently saving up for now. And trying to get about $136 in, and I think it's like $224 or something like that. So I'm close. We'll get there. Let's see what else we got here. Layers. You can see what I wear for base layers. Now, base layer, I kind of went with the Walmart deal. And just got a short sleeve one of these. This is a hoodie shirt. And then, I got my mid layer, which is Sky Goat hoodie. Whoop, whoop. If you ain't using Sky Goat, you're really a through hiker. I'm just saying, if you know, you know. My puffy. I got that. Gloves. I need to get better gloves. Beanie. I'm ordering a better beanie tonight, personally. I just now got a new pole tent. Let's talk about the trekking pole tent that Lisa and Phil donated. Thank you so much, Lisa and Phil. I don't know if you're out there watching or whatever. I think Lisa starts her journey. Sometime in March. I think March 16th. Mine starts March 10th. I am going to double time it up trail to shake your hand, because I want to thank you in person for the donation the other night on our live of that tent, because I'm telling you, it could not have and would not have probably happened without you. And I'm just telling you, I have a good tent. I had a Nemo Dragonfly. I was prepared to go with it, but I really wanted that Gossamer. The two, Lisa and Phil, came through, and I appreciate that. Man, it was an amazing. We have the best subscribers and the best viewers of any channel. I mean, you guys come in clutch. Y'all donate. Y'all help us with gear. Y'all give us suggestions. Y'all let us know when we're in the wrong. I mean, you folks are amazing. And y'all vote, so you know what lives you want. I'm telling you, you're amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Haven't done so already, we'll keep saying it. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up right here on the video, right? So anyway, let's go pot. Got all that. Got the new tent coming this week. We're going to do an honest review on that. Mini multi-tool. I don't have one of those. I guess maybe I need to get something like that. I do have 50 feet board rain clothes. I'm keeping it very simple with my rain clanking clothes. I had a poncho, but I'm going with a rain jacket top and rain jacket bottom type of deal. Camp clothes, got that flip-flop camp shoes. So my flip-flops, no, I'm wearing shower shoes for my camp shoes. And I can also use shower shoes. Two pair of socks and underwear. So actually, I got two underwear. And here's the guy we're inside out, backwards, and forward. I know it's disgusting. That's weird. I'm sorry. But in saying that, I actually got 3 pairs of socks versus 2 pairs of socks, because I want to be able to change my socks out throughout the day, have some hiking, different things, so I'm doing foot care, and I can hang the other socks on my back. When I come to a place where I can wash them, clean, whatever, with some Bronner soap or whatever I can, and then go from there and let them hang and have the other set. And then I only want a set to be only used at night for when I sleep, period. Never in my shoes, never for walking around and doing miles. I want those socks, that one pair, and that's why I got a different pair that looks different than the other two pairs, so that I have that, right? So that I have that. So in saying that, I snapped my finger because of my cat. He said this put at the weight at 15-pound base weight, heaviest was 27 pounds. He said winters upon take the time to hike the coldest and wettest weather possible. We have been hiking the coldest and in the snow. Haven't done a whole lot of rain yet because of the rain gear. I do have a poncho, but I'm just not really willing to whisk it, baby. Whisk it good. Into shape, sorry. If you know, you know. Risk it. I'm not willing to risk it. Sparky, I need your help. So it's saying that, right? I want to wait till I get this other wet weather gear, which I'm getting ready to go pick up the next day or so. Maybe. We'll see. First things first, Thermarest bed pad. That's the big thing, right? That's what we're saving for. Gotta sleep. I already got a poncho. Gotta be able to sleep. This put me at 15-pound base weight, heaviest 27 pounds. Winter is upon you. Take time to hike. Coldest weather like today. Like 20 degrees, 24 with the wind chill factor about 14, 15. 2-mile hike roughly about 0.7, 0.8 one way, 0.7, 0.8 back the other way into the car. So you figure right at about 2 miles a day with a wind chill 14, 15 degrees. Was actually 324 on the old thermometer, right? Practice setting up camp in the rain, dark. Haven't done a whole lot of that yet. I need to do that and dial in your cold, wet weather gear down as light as possible. Let me tell you something. I just want to stop right here real quick. As far as when it comes to hiking and my gear, when it comes to cold weather gear, I'm set. So today, on today's hike, we was walking the Butcher's Branch Trail, like I said, 0.7, 0.8, right here in the heart of the America's newest national park, the New River Gorge, right? We was walking that, and as we're walking in the gorge, we had our puffy on, has our outside layer. We had our Sky Goat hoodie on underneath that. And this very shirt that I'm wearing on right now was underneath that. So, and then my regular trail hiking pants from Ozark Trail Hiking Pants. I love these things. They fit comfortable. They wear great. I mean, I just love them. Anyway, so that's what we was wearing. So we went out to the hike today, and when it comes to my winter gear, before I had even finished the trail, the puffy was off, and I was down to my Sky Goat and this, and it was 14 degrees, wind chill, 23, 24 degrees temperature, and I was sweating, I was feeling good, and I still thought I was about to take off the Sky Goat and drop down to this, because you don't want to be a lot of sweating in cold conditions and hiking. You just don't want that. You want to bring that body temperature down, and then if you have to put your stuff layers back on, you can. You don't want to sweat in winter weather. That's what causes hyperthermia, right? He said, you're going to be so tired and broken camp, you'll sleep regardless of conditions and comfort level. You train all you want, but the only thing that will prepare for the AT is just to hike it. And I've heard that. The only thing that's going to prepare you for the AT is the AT. I've heard that numerous of times. So we'll go on down here and we'll read some more comments, just a few more from tonight, from this week, right? Ace Outdoor SC comments and says, hey buddy, hike your own bike. My pack is at 35 pounds and it's fully loaded with water and food, right? So thank you so much for following us, Ace Outdoors right there. If you're here, make sure you follow Ace Outdoors. Go over. Hey, when I talk about who these people are, their names, write their names down. Go over, follow, subscribe to their channels. You never know who and you might find your next favorite YouTuber. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry that the internet and everything's kind of glitchy and dropping in and out and stuff like that a little bit. We're in the process of getting some cold and bad weather, and they're calling for some pretty good snow here in West Virginia and the Ohio Valley. So that can have a lot to do with it. But Ace Outdoor SC commented, hiker and hike buddy, my pack's at 35, food and water. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Had a comment based on our Hilo Nemo shower that we done for an honest review, and we're not taking it with us. And thank God nobody honestly took it seriously. We was going with us, because there is no way we could. There's no way you could take that type of shower, take something with you, right? Like that. But in saying that, Tantham 1, I'm just an old boy from West Virginia, good old boy from West by God that tries to do his best. Uh-oh, cat knocked over the camera. I got it. I knew it was going to happen. That's why you saw my hand and grab. Sorry about that. Cat grabbed the camera. We're good. We're back. Okay. So, damn it, man. That was the cat. Me and that cat, I tell you what. So, anyhow, that can't be edited because it's live. Thanks a lot, cat. Meow, meow. Said that he must be doing something wrong. He has to constantly pump the foot pump, and when he lifts the nozzle only 4 or 5 feet, barely gets drizzle, rinsing his head, unless he bends it, different things like that. With that shower, I ain't having a problem with that shower when I was using it. Like I said, I originally bought that to take on a through hike. This was before I knew what the essentials and the different things about it, so I'm not taking it now. But I advised him to contact Nemo, email him. It does have a lifetime warranty, and they could probably switch it out for him, not a problem. Frost Fox 1208 puts on there, one of the nice things about a through hike attempt is the hiker has plenty of time to make adjustments along the way. So you do, and Mr. Sloth also comes on here and he tells us, hey, take your plans and throw them out the window, because he's done the attempt and he's done the AT, throw them out the window, and that's just what you got to do, right? You just got to, you're going to have a plan, but the words of Mike Tyson, when you go to step in the ring, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? And that's what the AT is going to do. But we still got to have some kind of something written down. I do anyway, because if I don't, I am lost in like a blind in a headlights. Also, Frosty Fox 1208 comments a lot about bear boxes, different things. I want to address this. Listen, they have bear boxes just about everywhere you go now as far as shelters concerned. There is a couple shelters this year on AT that got tore down or in the process of being tore down. That are traditional, very historic shelters. It's not going to be there for our class. The 101, if you know, right? But in saying all that, and check this out, we got the download right here. We got it right here. So, in saying that, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So, in saying that, they do have bear boxes just about every shelter place you come to. So, people don't have to put that much whatever when it comes to bear canisters, bear bags, bear hangs, whatever the case may be. Me personally, I'm taking a bear bag, but Frosty Fox there, 1208, they've been on the up and up about asking about where the bear boxes and stuff's been. They're keeping a pretty good record of where they're going to be and stuff like that, so that's amazing. I want to thank him for that. Or it might have been yeah, I think it was that. So Fozzie Bear 8158, if I remember right, there's an organization or veteran organization that helps you get food or helps you get gear as well. And he puts, I'm like you, I'm flat-footed. And I'm trying to go Rock Brain shoes. They make carbon fiber insert that goes under the foam insert to stiffen your shoes so your feet don't hurt and flex too much collapsion or arch or make it even worse. So, in saying that, I want to address this here real quick as well. This is a good one. So there is an organization out there for veterans. I'm not putting them down. It is called Warriors. The Warriors. She is a handful. There is an organization out there, and this Warrior organization, they do help and they do a lot of things for veterans. I originally had applied for it. I'm withdrawing my application for them because they want you to use their gear. I haven't got to test their gear. I've got to test my gear. And what I know, what I trust, and what works for me. So that was one of the things. I'm sure the Warriors United group or whatever, they're a great organization, great group of people, but there were some other things that I just couldn't get in with. Not talking bad about them. I think they're a great group, great organization. They're just not for me. So I'm relying on donations. I'm relying on subscriptions and views. Trying to get that up from. I'm not worried about monetization on the channel. The VA takes care of me as far as. I am a combat disabled vet, so I do get a little bit each month for that. So I'm not too worried. I've got my gear down, so now pretty much what I got to worry about, other than the one gear item, I got to worry about food, and I got to worry about hostel stays occasionally. But that's about what I got to worry about. But on the flat foot, the care, I'm looking into this range shoes because of the carbon fiber insert. I'm interested to see how that's going to work because the less shoes I have to purchase, the better. And if I can keep my arches of my feet from hurting, boom. So I'm looking into those shoes. Don't think that I'm not. I appreciate that comment. And I really am looking into those Fozzie Bear 8158 in case you're watching. One of interest said, hey, saw where you're heading, Mills Gap. We live in Georgia, about 3 hours away. Let us know. We'd love to meet you. We love a place. I can't wait to meet you down there. I would love to meet y'all down there. It's coming very soon. I will probably do it right after Christmas. I don't know that I can do it before Christmas because things are kind of tight on Christmas. If you know, you know. Hammock Day hike committed. Hey, dude, I'll start my hike on March 8th. I hope to see you out there. You're going to be a couple of days ahead of me, but with some zeros and some different skills because I am going to be hiking my tail off to meet Lisa and Phil to shake their hands. So I'm sure, Hammock, we will see each other. Make sure that you point out that you're one of my subscribers. If y'all see me out there, make sure you're like, hey, man, I'm your subscriber. This is my handle. Because I have this one gentleman that I see him all the time, but I'm not sure if it's him or if it is him or it ain't him. He's a local. And it's one of them awkward things. You're just like, do I say something and it not be them? Then it's going to be awkward. Do I say something and it is them? Okay, kind of cool, whatever. But Jason knows who he is. But say that. So if you're on my list, you see me out hiking somewhere, just say, hey, I follow you on your YouTube page. How you doing? And then we can strike up a conversation from there, right? Get over that awkward silence. Hey, the comment section is open. If y'all would like to drop a comment, you can. Like I said, make sure you go ahead and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up as well. So, one of interest said, check out the Durston X Mid. Not the Pro, but the double wall. Awesome tent for the money. So, here's the thing. We went with the Gossamer, the 2. It is a single wall tent. Tried, tested, true tent. It is a nylon tent versus what the other Durston X-Mid is made out of. The Durston X-Mid is a very great tent, and one day that will be a possibility, but nowhere for the AT on me in the near future. Maybe when I do the PCT, we'll do that one, but did I say that out loud? But anyway, y'all didn't hear that yet, but it's saying that, right? It's just a little bit too expensive for my taste right now. But it is a very good tent, nonetheless. Joshua Boy puts, hey, with Jim's good work wherever life takes you. Love you, dude. From Scotland, right? Thank you so much. And he was on our live the other day. Appreciate that. Mammoth Adventures. Comment, as a born and raised mountaineer that has moved away, I enjoy seeing beautiful West Virginia in your videos. Nice work kicking the smoking habit. Keep at it. So we're trying to much. Hey, listen, I put one comment to them. Enough said. Hashtag 304. They understand. They get it. I'm hoping to be near Damascus, near mid-May, to do trail magic. Maybe I'll see you out there. If you are going to be in Damascus, go ahead and go to bed, man. Sorry, it's late there. I know we keep. I might have to start about an hour earlier on these, just for you, man. Just for my friend there, because. Of the time difference. I mean, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. And Coco, have a good one, right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Coco Tacos, all right? Have a good one. Here's a taco, right? Have a good one and everything, and we'll see you next time right here, right? But we're not leaving. That was just for the person that's going to bed. But hope to be near Damascus. I will be down around Damascus in that area because of trail days around that time frame. Even if I'm already north of that on my hike, I'm getting a ride pickup, taken back to Damascus for trail days, and then take it back to where I was at, because I am not missing that freaking parade this year. I get to walk in it for the first time, right? And let's see, look up, I suck at hiking. He's using a 4-inch pad, and he's sleeping well on it. Bigger guy. He said that's what we was talking about. So this is where it all started for me. Gail Franklin 8743 had commented and told me about this other pad that's out there, right? Because I've been sleeping on pad, been having a hard time with my hip, my back, can't get comfortable, can't do things, and the comfort level just there, so I just can't stay solid asleep. And I'm a guy that has to have at least 4 hours of sleep, maybe 6, but 4. But I need to have a little bit of comfortable sleep. Without sleep, you ain't hiking. It's just the way that it is. And I do agree with one saying, no matter how comfortable or uncomfortable you're going to sleep because you're just that exhausted. I get it. I understand. But at the same time, I need that extra bit of comfort, right? So in saying that, I put that on a video, and Gail Franklin 8743 put, look up I Suck at Hiking. He's using a 4-inch pad and he's sleeping on it. He's a much bigger guy, and he said this helped a lot. So I looked up that pad. It is a Thermarest, right? It is a Thermarest. It is basically a car pad, but it is a big orange pad. I'll look it up for you now. Give me a second. Y'all know that I have so many screens going on here that it ain't even funny. It's crazy, the words of Pauly Shore. The Neoloft, the Thermarest Neoloft sleeping pad, right? And that's what we're looking at upgrading to. Let's go to REI here real quick. If it'll let me. Is it going to let me? Oh, you... Bleh. So that's Amazon. Amazon don't really carry it. Thermarest page itself, because REI wouldn't let me do its thing there. But anyway, we won't get into it a whole lot. But it's super lightweight. Hey, thanks for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts. I like the hearts. It's super lightweight. And it's running about $239, something like that. Let me see where it's at. And it's cheaper. Like Garage Grow Gear's got it cheaper than anybody else that I've seen. Sleeping bag, sleeping pad, sleep. I'm blind. I am so blind. Neoloft. I just wanted to get the specs for you guys. I wanted to read these specs. So with the weight of 30 ounces or 850 grams of pack size, not much larger than a 1 liter bottle, and a 4.7 R value is what the Neoloft is claiming to have. It allows you to pack comfortably, whatever it is. Claims to be 4.6 inch thick. It has a different fabric on bottom and top, super soft and base layer, and its stretch properties are key to support. It has 2 valve system, easy for inflation and deflation. So that's the pad we're switching to. It's $239.95. That's the pad. Hey man, thanks very much for the mention. Think it's awesome you're doing these streams. Hey, I appreciate you, Josh boy. I really do. I really appreciate y'all. Without y'all, this page is not possible. It's not possible without my subscribers. And that's why we do subscriber appreciation night, right? And we're going to continue to do that when we're out on the AT. We just don't know it's going to be live and what it's going to look like. We'll do it now. So that's the pad that I'm switching to. $136 in. I know because you got to get some sleep in this different time zone over in Scotland. So you too, brother. Thanks so much. Continue to watch the videos and give us a thumbs up on this channel and share if you don't mind, please. I highly, highly appreciate the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like. So that's what we're going to. I know Joshua's already hit the thumbs up and he's already hit the subscribe, but if you just new to the channel, hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. So that's about where we're at. So and then last thing I want to kind of get into, I was asking Sparky one some different things because we was looking into should I use the quilt and the sleeping bag, or do I just need to do whatever? So there's this guy hike, his name's Sam, Wandering with Sam or something like that. It's such a fine line between bringing enough to be comfortable and bringing too much. I'll pay though. I will pay the weight price for a good sleeping pad. Mine is the tensor wide because I sleep on the side. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that. That's a very dang good comment right there. That might be the comment of the night right there. I'm here. Hey, it's Sparky. Sparky made it. Sparky misses the live streams all the time. We're like, dang it, man, I missed the stream. Where was we at on the other? Wasn't saying oh, I was just now talking about Sparky actually. So Sparky had done some research for me because Wondering with Sam, because we was talking about the Enlightened Equipment quilt and putting it together with the Nemo sleeping bag that I have, and if I could do that. And like, yeah, Sparky's like, yeah, you can double stack them, different things. I said, well, let's look at this fleece thing. I was like, what was Wondering with Sam? Because he took like 2 from Walmart. I was like, what was it that they used? And Sparky hit back and goes, well, I think it was this, and this is how they done it, sewed it together. So we was looking at doing that. We went over to our local gear store here in Fayetteville, West Virginia. The coolest small town in America. And literally they got that award. So we went over to Waterstone Gear Supply Store. More of a rock climbing type of deal and whitewater rafting than they are hiking. They're getting some more hiking stuff now. But we went in there and was checking out some different things that they had as far as their fleeces and their liners. And I was watching some videos, and we decided that we are just going to put our enlightened equipment, quilt probably inside with our sleeping bag. And then when we're not using our sleeping bag, that'll go with our extra clothes in our little puff bag that we're bringing for a pillow, right? That's what we're using for a pillow. So it's just one of those things. So what we talked about, that Sparky was a big help on that. Yeah, and that also came from Dia 5084. That was like they had brought up about the hiker. And when talk about they so tuned into a bag, and that's when I realized that DEHA, Dea 5084, had been watching the same person I was watching, and Spark already watched me to begin with, and I was able to check them out. And so I think that's going to get us about caught up as far as comments on the customer appreciation. So let's do this real quick. Our new vote is up. We got a couple people that's already voted. The new vote is up, and the way that it works, over the community section, you hop on over there. We don't have a traditional poll because we don't have 500 subscribers yet. Help us out by hitting that subscribe button. But so we do it the old-fashioned way. We put 4 options, 1, 2, 3, and 4 up there. We tell you what it is. You go down in the comment section. You simply place a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Whichever one wins at the end of the business, close of business Monday. Tuesday is what we do the live on. So this week we've added quite a few. We've added quite a few subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of the new subscribers that have came to the channel. I want to appreciate and thank each and every one that has already been on the channel. It's been supporting us as well. We got some exciting new hikes coming this week because the temperature and the weather, it's going to be iffy how long and short and different things they are. We got some long hikes planned coming up. We got our Grandview, which will be our greatest elevation hike yet, like 1,400 feet, I think it is, over a very short distance. So that's going to be a nice one to see. And Grandview, of course, is the highest point on the New River Gorge. Not the highest point in West Virginia. The highest point in West Virginia is Spruce Knob. It's 4,863 feet. And that's about 3 hours from me. So that's probably going to be a special one if I do that one or go up do any kind of those trails up that way. So we do know we got Grandview. We got Castle on the Rock. We got several waterfall trails and different things, sandstone and different things in this area that we're going to be doing over the next week or so to make sure you folks, we still get our training and you still get your videos, and I hope that you are enjoying those and the hikes and all that as well. While we're out there, we're trying to put out shorts now as well. We've kind of got that kind of figured out so it ain't flooding the system. The community section, the comments, we kind of got that figured out so it ain't kind of over flooding the system. Different things like that, and we're having a great time on the lives as well. We're adding probably getting out and hiking tomorrow. Got to work off that turkey. Hey, there's that Jason guy I was talking about just a few minutes ago. This is the guy that passes me on trail where I see him out, and it's like, is it him, is it not him? Do I say something, do I not say something? So yeah, but there you go, Jason, get out and hike off that turkey. That's what I done today at Butcher's Branch Trail, and it was cold, but I was warm. But it was cold outside, but I was warm. But anyway, so this is that Jason guy, folks. You know, these folks that are in the chat and everything. If y'all got an actual YouTube channel with videos and stuff like that, make sure when y'all come in and comment, put that up there so other people can come follow your channels as well. You never know when you're gonna find your next favorite YouTuber, right? So, yes, we got those extra trails, extra hikes coming this week, and it's gonna be cold. If the Gashmere the 2 gets in, we are going to do a setup, sleep out, camp out here in the yard first. Then we are y'all ready for this? I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of stoked. Don't lose your heads, children. Don't lose your heads. Our hiking trip is the only hiking trip that has a chocolate waterfall. I can guarantee you that, children. If you know, you know, right? We're going to have a shakedown hike. You've talked me into it. So we're going to do a shakedown hike. It looks like we're going to try to do the Greenbrier Valley River Trail. This is going to be about 10 miles out. We're going to set up. We're going to do our cooking, eating, all the stuff we got to do, stay there overnight, and then hike 10 miles back out the next day. So that's going to be a very good test for us, and we might do the push the next day for the 10 by 10, right? If you don't know what that is, you do 10 miles before 10 in the morning, but we'll see. But we're going to most likely use the Greenbrier Valley River Trail, and if we do, unfortunately, we're going to have to take the bear can. It is required there versus a bear bag, okay? Because they do have a lot of bears down there. But we are doing at least a shakedown hike. I would like to try to get it in before my birthday, which is December the 10th. I'll be 45. Woo, woo, right? I made it 45 years. 45 years around the sun, man. I've made it. We'll find out if I make it another one, because I'm probably, like this Appalachian Trail might take me out. You never know. But anyway, so we're going to do that hopefully before that. So all right, I don't want to seem like I'm rambling. Everything. We've had a good live and different things here. I just want to say I thank you so much for your support. Once again, thank you, Lisa and Phil, for y'all's donation of the Gossamer, the tent. I appreciate it. I also want to thank Pharmacy Girl out there for the donation that she gave also for, y'all don't know what happened there. I'd already paid for my hotel and reservation ticket. She said, you know what, I'm going to help you out. You already paid for that. I know what you need for food for about a week or whatever. So, boom, she threw it out there, made a donation to us, and I appreciate that as well. And now we're in the works of getting this Thermarest done. So we get this Thermarest purchase paid for. That's the last of our gear for now. And like I said, your boy works. I do DoorDash and all that good stuff, so I save up. You got gas and other bills and stuff too. Plus, I got VA disability coming in. So not worried about that. But if you'd like to donate, you don't have to donate. But if you'd like to, you can. It's right here in the comments how to do so for that. And then we are going to get the Gossamer 2 in, get it set up, get it everything taken care of, and then if everything works out, we're going to try to do a hike before my birthday. If we can't, then we'll probably wait to do it right after my birthday. I want to hit it before January. Okay, I want to hit it before January if the weather's permitting. Now, sleeping wise, we're set up to about 10 degrees into from there. I don't want to get out there 10 miles out and not be good. So we're going to watch the weather. It's going to be based on that too. But we are going to do a shakedown hike. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to try to film as much as the shakedown hike. It will be broke down into segments versus one long video, okay? We'll do some time lapse and stuff like that. That's going to allow us to learn and train to do that. So, all right, thank you so much. I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like as far as video goes, as far as doing a hike. I know Jay said he's going to get out and walk. Cool. And some other people, y'all go out there and take a hike and do all that stuff tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like for me, because tomorrow's the game, right? Tomorrow is the game. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes versus those guys up north. So there you go, right? I got to watch at it noon. If you know, you know. All right, so thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. If you don't mind, let's see what's this. Poles, Plateaus, and Katie's Plateau Loop. For me, likely tomorrow around 10-ish miles. At least that's the plan. There you go. That's good. Man, Jason, you got to hook up and do a hike, bro. We just got to. I know you recommended it, and we just never got on the right foot to do it. We're just about to hook up and do a hike, somewhere and do something. We're just about to coordinate that, right? So, all right. So that's going to about do it for me right here on Take a Hike with Jim. I want to thank everybody. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Give us a thumbs up. And as always, thank you so much for your support right here on the channel. I only got one more question. I only got one more favor. I only got one more thought